moment for Liverpool, fully deserved in extra time. Chelsea miles off it in extra time. What a moment for Liverpool Football Club. They are the winners of the Carabao Cup, and them young players should be fully proud of themselves. But what a moment for Virgil van Dijk. Stepped up massive time in the dying moments of it to win it for his team.
You know what I want to say as well, Tom, another lot that have stepped up, these Liverpool fans, and you can't always hear it, especially when you're sort of listening, you know, on the television and we're getting it. You could hear those Liverpool fans loud and proud. They did not stop, and the way they got behind their team, obviously, we know that the Liverpool fans are famous for their support, but they stepped up big time today as well.
Yeah,
He'd been kicking himself, Pochettino. Sleepless nights he should have. That team talk that he's had going into extra time didn't get enough out of his group of players. You are not going to get a better opportunity to beat Liverpool in a final, down to the bare bones, all your players fit, going at the opportunity to beat them in half hour of a football match with your best team out there, and they didn't lay a glove on Liverpool in extra time. Absolutely bottled it, Chelsea. Bottled it.
And Courtney, how fitting is it that Virgil van Dijk scored the winner? One, because he had a brilliant performance, but two, it was very controversial, the goal that was ruled out that he scored.
Yeah, it was, but you, as a player on that pitch at that moment in time, you have to put that behind you. I thought it was controversial. I didn't think it should have been counted out, but there you go. He's not sitting there feeling sorry for himself, resting on his laurels. He's put in a good performance, massive defensively. After he scored the goal, I think I mentioned it, took one in the face, and look at that reaction. And I'll tell you what, because of the way they've done this, the way that they've brought the academy players through, this will mean as much as any other trophy to Jurgen Klopp. It really will.
Yeah, and again on those young players, Jamie, I know we've mentioned them a lot, but can you just imagine, this is the start of their career.
Yeah.
They're getting this high so early. The experience will surely help them so much throughout their whole careers.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's that winning mentality that's instilled in at Liverpool Football Club. You know, you expect to win every game. Expect to win it, and it's drilled into them from a young age. And you know, they've stepped up today. They've gone into that game. They didn't show any fear. They didn't walk on that pitch thinking, "Oh my God, I'm coming on against Chelsea in a Carabao Cup final." You know, walking out there a bit nervous. Not one of them did. Every one of them wanted the ball. Everyone wanted them to get involved in the game. Worked hard. Had more energy in Chelsea, and that just shows the standards that have been set at Liverpool Football Club. And you know, look, it might be Klopp leaving at the end of the season, but he's leaving behind a group of young players who can go on and do great things for his football club. They've got a trophy under their belt, you know, in the Carabao Cup, and as Courtney said, she's right. This will mean as much to Jurgen Klopp as some of the Champions Leagues that they've won, because he's done it with a group of players who are young kids who have come through that academy system and have stepped up in a massive moment at Wembley against a decent Chelsea side. And Chelsea will absolutely be kicking themselves.
Courtney, what can this do to Liverpool's confidence when it comes to the title race? They're fighting on a few fronts, in fact, to win trophies this season. But in terms of the title race, they weren't in Premier League action this weekend, but Arsenal and Manchester City were, and they both won. So Liverpool, had they lost this game, that could have, of course, really affected them, having fallen behind in the league and then not won the trophy. However, they've won this trophy now. Can this be a positive for them in terms of the title race as well?
Yeah, and I think if they had have lost this, it would have been easier, to be honest, to say, look, depleted squad, lots of injuries. Because of that, we probably didn't go in as favourites. Chelsea have picked up form, but the fact that against the odds on paper, and this is why we love football, because it isn't played on paper, it's played at Wembley, and what an incredible final. But the fact is, they've won it. Jurgen Klopp will learn a lot from his players, both the senior players and the players that he's brought through. It will give those players so much confidence to know that when the chips are down,